Now we are in the kind of awkward moment between Christmas and New Year's. So you'll have Boxing Day, you'll have, cleaning up after Christmas if you have a dinner or friends over, and you're ready to ring in the new year. And now it's around this time where people start thinking about what they want to accomplish in the new year. So right now we're in 2025 and we're going into 2026. And I think it's important for all of us, if you have made resolutions, to go back and see whether you've accomplished them. So I have my MacBook or my laptop here, and I have my resolutions written down. Now we have our New Year's resolutions for 2025 up on the screen. So these are what I made last year. So we have some resolutions: be more mindful of spending, keep my fitness routines but shift to strength, make a grocery list, elevate dress style, deepen friendship connections. Try to launch a YouTube channel with one video. I guess this video is the video. Finish writing a few overconsumption essays, maintain 6.3 GPA, use active recall flashcards, visit Kuala Lumpur, go to many more uni events, get driver's license, things to do, dye hair pink, a kilogram of frozen yogurt. Now, I reckon it's good for all of us if we duplicate this page. First, we'll title it Reflection. Turn this list into a checklist. So now we have our list as a checklist. Now, wherever you put your New Year's resolution, whether it could be on paper, it could be online like this, I reckon you should do the same. We can see which resolutions you've hit and which ones you kind of missed, or you were getting there but you gave up, whatever. This is the time, this is the week where we can reflect and what went wrong and what we could do better. So we will go through mine together. Be more mindful of spending. So I used to spend kind of recklessly, would always be impulse buying. I wouldn't give too much thought on my purchases. So be more mindful of spending, yes and no. I think for major purchases or like bigger purchases, I usually only pull the trigger if it's something I have been thinking about for quite a few weeks, and I have a place for it and I can think of it as being in my life. For some smaller things, I think I might buy like a candy bar out of impulse, or some small things, maybe like a can of Coke or an energy drink, maybe out of impulse. So those are impulsive purchases, but they were pretty small. For anything larger, I reckon I have given enough thought about it before pulling the trigger. And so I think for that, I will say halfway there. There's still progress to go for the smaller purchases. So I still need to work on it for smaller purchases, things from a vending machine. But I reckon keeping the philosophy of making sure I have a place for it, making sure I can buy it 2 times over, making sure I've thought about it for weeks on end, instead of impulsively buying. I think those are all important. Keep fitness routines by shift to strength training. Now, in 2024, I was a treadmill fiend. I always went on the treadmill. That was one of the only things that I did. And so this year I have shifted to ellipticals. So it's still a cardio, but now it works your arms instead of just your legs. And so my goal with this goal was to get more definition in my arms, get more muscle mass in my arms. And so I think, again, we've halfway achieved it. I've still stuck to a cardio routine, a majority cardio routine, but I have gained muscle mass in my arms, which was my goal with this goal. So that's good. So we'll write that down. Now the second one, make a grocery list before shopping and stick to it. Now, this was back when I did my groceries. Now I usually do the shopping with my mom and bring anything I need up from my parents' house. So this one is less applicable as of this year, but I do make a shopping list and I do stick to it. So I'm gonna say we have achieved this one. I just need to keep it for the next year and keep doing it. Elevate dress style or put a little effort into what I wear. I think my wardrobe hasn't changed too much. I was looking into getting some jewelry, some like bracelets or some rings or some necklaces, but I ended up not following through with it. That being said, I think some of my outfits this year were really nice, and I tailored my suit jacket. I got my sleeves shortened for one of them. I made sure that one of my chinos was a good size and that it was the correct length before I wore it. So I think we are still, again, taking tiny steps, but I think this is a case of find more inspiration on things like Pinterest, find what items match me. But yeah, I didn't buy too much clothing this year, which is good, but still, it's still a journey. Is still trying to find your own style and your sense of style. Deepen friendship connections is definitely one, without a doubt, I have accomplished. I have spent so much time with so many great people. I found new people, I found circles. I've applied to be in positions on exec teams, which I did not think of doing at the beginning of 2025, but now I'm on 2 teams for 2026, which is great. And I'm great friends with everyone on those teams, and I'm very honored to serve alongside them. But this was absolutely a yes. This year was probably my first time I went on a multiple day trip with one of my friends, went to a different city with one of my friends, also learning who really wants to hang out with me, who continually makes the effort, who really wants to hang out with me, who makes the effort and the time. I really discovered that this year. And so absolutely, without a doubt, tick that. Try to launch a YouTube channel with 1 video. If I get this video out, hopefully before New Year's, I will have ticked this off, so we will see about that. Finish writing a few overconsumption essays. Now, the thing with these essays, I had a bunch of essays writing about overconsumption and the multiple facets of it. Overconsumption when it came to our clothing, overconsumption when it came to our energy usage and water. Overconsumption of AI is now like a very interesting topic that I didn't even consider when I first started writing these. But I very quickly lost steam because I wanted to polish it. I wanted to turn them into video essays, and I wanted to polish them to a point of perfection, but nothing is ever perfect. And I just kept going back and forth with like my friends, is this good? I need to cite a source for this, I need to cite a reference, I could word this better, I need to make it more appealing to a broader audience. So all of that became very overwhelming. I added so many arbitrary stages to my process. I never finished one of them before going to another. I had a lot of ideas that I never just put to paper. And so because of that, I didn't finish any of them. And so at least I've learned from that. That's always a creative process, is always learning. I'd love to start to finish one of them and turn it into a video. So I'll write that down. Okay, maintain a 6.3 semester GPA is very, very hard, and I have massive respect to anyone who manages to do this. 6.3, our GPA is on a scale of 7. So yes, very, very hard. Do I think my GPA could have been better this year? Absolutely. 6.3 was unrealistic, and so when you find and come across a goal that might have been unrealistic, so this probably goes against deepen friendship connections, because if you want to spend time with people, you have to invest that time, and that time gets taken away from things like studying, for example. And so again, highlighting conflicts between your goals and also highlighting things that are not achievable or realistic, that is important in order for you to set goals that are achievable and realistic and that you can hit in 2026. Okay, this next one, use study methods. Active recall, which is what Anki app uses, where you get a keyword and you have to recall the definition. So that's one. And then flashcards is the other, kind of similar. I did not use these study methods. Instead, I like to write on a whiteboard, or I started experimenting with doing mind maps. I did do active recall for a while with Anki app, but it just got so tiring to try and do it every single day, and it got tiring to it got repetitive. I kept getting the same thing wrong. I mean, that's the point of it, is whatever you get wrong, you get right. But the process of making the flashcard and then doing the flashcard, then doing it the next day, doing it the next week, I think that was quite a lot of effort for me, a lot of energy. I'm always free to try it again. Same with flashcards, making the flashcards during the lecture. I just never really had time in between lectures, pracs, assignments, and socializing in my life outside of uni. Just never got the time to do it. And so now I've learned, I more enjoy things like writing on the whiteboard. I think having that tactility really helps me. Now I also plan on switching to pen and paper instead of my iPad notes. These didn't really work out. Next on my list is visit Kuala Lumpur. That unfortunately did not happen, but I did go and visit Adelaide. I visited Sydney. I visited Stradbroke Island. So I would have loved to visit Kuala Lumpur, but I did not do any international travels today. I really wanted to go see one of my friends who's now just settled down in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, which is why I put this on my list, but I don't think I will get around to seeing her before the end of this year. But I would love to visit Malaysia. Go to many more uni events. So with any university, you will have, courses and lectures and things like that. But there's a massive life to be had outside of traditional uni things. And so I shortlisted these events. So business pool, I didn't go to. Law pool, I didn't go to. But again, I don't do a business, law, or commerce degree. It wouldn't make too much sense for me to go there. Suits and saris, I did go to. It wasn't enjoyable as it was in 2024. Kind of let down. There was a lot of people, everything like that. I did go to Indian Ball. Indian Ball was a blast. It was very great. I had great food. Scrub Crawl, I did buy a ticket too, but on the day I just wasn't bothered to go, and so I bought a ticket, but I ended up just not going. And so I will go to Scrub Crawl. I want to go to Scrub Crawl sometime in my uni life because people always talk about it. But this year I bought the ticket, but I just didn't feel inclined to go. In addition to this, I did go to Science Ball, which was great. The venue was lovely, the food was great. I did go to Science Ball. So, I didn't go to someone on this list, but I did go to others. So that's a compromise we make. And as the year goes on, you will find that things that you want to do, things that you don't want to do, will change and shift as you change and grow as a person. Get driver's license. So this was, yes, I did pass my test first try. I got my hours in, I got my practice in. That was great. So I did get my driver's license. That's good. Then under things to do, we have dye my hair pink. Now I did buy the pink hair dye, but tried bleaching my hair in order to make it light enough to dye pink, and it just turned this disgusting orange color. And I think I would needed to bleach it twice in order for it to get blonde enough that I can dye it pink. It was not happening anytime soon. I was bleaching it myself. It was this awful bronzy color, and then I used silver shampoo. Did not work. It was awful, and I don't think I will be bleaching my hair anytime soon because it significantly damaged my strands, and it took months for the hair to grow out thick enough and long enough that all the parts of the hair were fully off my head, if that kind of makes sense. And so I will not be dyeing or bleaching anytime in 2026. I will do bleaching if it's done professionally and over multiple treatment sessions, and it will be very expensive, but I'm open to it. I'm open to it, but probably not. And then the second one is 1 kilogram of frozen yogurt. So I had this idea, and I literally just told my friend a few days ago that I have this idea of getting like a small group of friends and having like a massive 1 kilogram of yochi, of like frozen yogurt, with toppings, with the base, 1 kilo of it, and we just split it amongst ourselves. And I think that would be nice, and like seeing that massive number pop up on the cash register would be kind of funny, right? So that's why I wanted to do it, but like no one was ever down. Okay, now that we have reflected on our goals and we know what went wrong and what we could do better, we can now take this as a blueprint to make our 2026 goals, our next year's goals. So turn this to 2026. We will change this cover so we can distinguish. Nice. Okay, let's reposition it. Now we have a new Notion page. We'll paste in our reflection, and from there use it as the basis to plan our resolution. So let's go from the beginning. Be more mindful of spending. I think that's still important. Of small purchases, so making your goals more precise, making them more actionable, making them more distinct and definite, instead of just like be healthy. Plan out how you're going to do that. You know, be healthy, that comes from exercise. Again, that's also too vague. Run 2 kilometers daily to start, you know, every morning, for example. That is a concrete thing that you can do, because be healthy can encompass a wide array of things. Like, are you eating healthy? Are you exercising? Is it your sleep? So being precise and particular with your goal means it's more actionable and keeps you more accountable, I think. So now, and we can have a little subnote. Second goal, keep fitness routines but shift to strength training. Now, I think I didn't follow exactly through on it, but I did get my intended result. So I want to start doing incline bench, so that will work chest and abs. And so my arms are great, my legs are great. I need to work on my kind of upper body area. So keep gym routines every day, because I try to go every day at least, and start doing a little incline bench segment. Keep elliptical, something small that we can build up on. Make a grocery list before shopping and stick to it. So I already did that, and you know, it might be good to keep it on my list, but since I'm already doing that, I won't write it down. Elevate dress style, put a little effort into what I wear. So again, this might have been a bit too vague, which is why I didn't follow through on it. Find tourist inspiration from Pinterest, curate a personal style, and start to build out your wardrobe, i.e. accessories like chains and rings. Yeah, something more specific. Deepen friendship connections is good, but I'm starting to feel a bit of social burnout. And so start saying no to more social gatherings, being more particular with how I spend my time, and diversify the people I spend my time with. Try to launch YouTube video. We'll try and grow YouTube video by creating quality content at least 1x every 2 months. Hopefully that is not too high of a barrier for me to create content. Finish writing a few overconsumption essays. I would love to continue it, but we'll put this as a maybe. It's good to have goals that you can maybe stick to, because doing all of this in a year might be a bit too much for you. So have goals that you definitely want to stick to, maybe stick to, and less likely you'll stick to. That way, you won't feel too guilty if you don't hit them, because you can only do so much. Maintain a 6.3 semester GPA was unrealistic, so we've identified the problem. Maintain greater than 5 semester GPA by allocating more time to study, taking notes of readings, and trying to at least answer questions from each lecture transcript if unable to take notes. use study methods, active recall, and flashcards. Look, like everyone's study methods and study techniques will always be different and change over time. So I think simply just trying to maintain a greater GPA and letting myself figure out what study methods to use, I think means I won't use this study method for 2026. That is unproductive and unhelpful. Visit Kuala Lumpur, I'll still put that down. Go to many more uni events, so that was actually a good thing that I did. So go to these uni events. I'll go to Sits and Saris. I'll go to Indian Ball. I like Science Ball. My friends were talking about hitting up engineering balls, so I'll put that one in. Let's go to Scrub Crawl. What else was really nice this year? You can always put in a goal and edit it as the year goes on. Don't change too much. You want to keep yourself grounded in what you set for yourself. But if you go to more events or stop finding other events less appealing, you should feel free to delete or add as they come. Nepalese club events, because I did serve on the executive team, which I have now left, but it'd be great to see all my old friends there, so I will put that in. Get driver's license. There's not really a progression. I won't get a car, because again, it's not necessary for me. Things to do, I'm still going to put the 1 kilogram yochi. What else? What other fun things do I want to do this year? Things to do. I usually make my playlist off moods, sad, chill, party. But what I used to do is have a playlist that I always play just like all the time, whatever the mood. But I felt that wasn't it for me. So I need to make a happy, definitively happy, upbeat playlist in favor of ones that are geared towards emotions. If you're stuck, you can always chuck it into ChatGPT. We'll use GPT 5.2, it's the latest one. We'll use reasoning. This is a random. It's not good to use AI for your own personal goals, because only you know what you want to get out of the next year. But more creative and lower stakes ones, like 1 kilo frozen yogurt, making a playlist, you can get AI to kind of think of what other things you can add. Trying new restaurants, making seasonal bucket lists, learning a hobby, that's always a great one that you can add. 1 new artist each week, that would be nice. Go to more live things. Oh yes, actually, absolutely, I need to go to more live things. Seasonal bucket lists, 5 things each, 1 new place in my city, a new museum, a lookout, a suburb, a market, that's nice. And that actually ties into what I've been trying to do with my little traveler's notebook that I got. I have this little places and spaces insert where I will talk about places I've been to and insert photos. So I think tying this in to my New Year's resolutions, I really like the 1 new place in my city each month. So I'll copy and paste that, but we can always workshop a bit. I think where I live, a new museum every month means there needs to be at least 12 museums, and I don't think that's the case. But lookout, absolutely, suburb, absolutely, and market. These are all very nice New Year's resolutions. I will not be putting them on personally because I have my hobby set up for me. I have quite a broad array. Also, saying no more often. Say no to 10 things and get a sweet treat. This instills boundaries. I would love to print out more photos. As of right now, these are the goals I have for 2026. And hopefully this video helps you to curate your own goals that are specific, tailored to you, and also reflecting on your past goals, whether you've hit them or whether you might need to try again doing something different. Let me know your New Year's resolutions in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to say. A great thing would be to reach out to your friends. What New Year's resolutions do you have? Finding common ones and then doing them together, checking up on them, checking in, doing checkpoints, seeing how they're progressing, and so they can keep you accountable as well as you them. That's always great, a buddy system. From this, I hope that this video has really helped you, get into shape, eat more healthy, get better sleep for the new year. And Happy New Year, everyone, and may 2026 be a great year. Thank you so much. Do subscribe if you found this useful. Hope to see you in another video at least once every 2 months.